Today, I ask you all, who are you? I will answer my name. I'm Kyle, and I like to play piano, or I'm Charmaine, and I like to do math. If I were to ask you 20 years in the future, who are you? This is what I expect. I'm Kyle, I'm CEO of a company, or my name is Charmaine, I'm an investment banker. This is how the HKIS method shapes us. Like Kyle and Charmaine, all of us here are very smart. Most likely, we will go to a good college. Most likely, we will attain a high-paying job. Most likely, we will go down the path of the HKIS method. And most unfortunately, we will lose our senses of self. And that's a problem. It's a problem because if we want to live lives of meaning and purpose, we have to know who we are. But in our society and culture we live in, it's very hard to have an authentic sense of self because we're told who we need to be. We're told we need to be a straight-A student. We are told we need to be an Ivy School graduate. And the thing is, our mind takes in these statements and believes it, and the effects are profound, which is what I will be sharing today. The effects of the HKIS narrative on not only our worldview, our sense of self, and what we can do about it. So let's begin with talking about something that might be a bit unexpected. American psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the very, very base, we have a need for food and shelter, and water. Then we have the need to belong to a group and to be respected. And at the very top of this hierarchy, we need the need to fulfill and have this meaningful life. And Maslow split these needs into two groups: growth and efficiency. And all these needs here are deficiencies, because if we're deficient in them, we will need them. If we're deficient in food and water, we will need food and water. If we feel that we're not respected by our peers, we want to be respected by our peers. And the thing about these deficiency needs is that they're biologically imposed, which means if we don't satisfy them, we feel stressed, we feel panic, and ultimately we feel fear. Now, how does this connect to the HKIS narrative? Well, the HKIS narrative preys on this fear. It says that to be successful in life, we have to make money. To be respected in life, we have to make money. To feel safe and secure, we have to make money. To satisfy our deficiencies, we have to make money. And if we don't make this money, we should be wary of our future. This is what the HKIS narrative tells us. And this triggers an alarm in our brains. We start to fear our future, and our brains start to think, oh my gosh, I have to be following the HKIS narrative to satisfy my deficiencies. And the pressures start to build up, which is why we feel even more stressed about our grades and our GPA. We start to crumble, which is why 75% of high school students like us never stop feeling stressed about schoolwork. We conform to these pressures, and we submit to the fate society destined us to have. We want to be a musician, we want to be an artist. No, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be a doctor. You want to be a marine biologist? No, you have to be a business major. Our sense of who we can become is narrowed to our sense of who society says we can become. But that's the problem. Our sense of self is narrowed by the HKIS narrative, a narrative built on fear. But there's more. The second effect of our achievement culture is we form a value. That value being success is a measure of our achievements. And on the other side of success lies the happiness that we so rightfully deserve. No. The problem with this worldview is that it is myopic. It leaves us unsatisfied. Why? Let's think about it. Our goalpost for success always moves. We make it into Harvard. Okay, next, we need to be a business executive. Next, we need to make $1 million. Then $10 million. Then $100 million. The goalpost of success always moves. But if happiness is on the other side of success, and our definition of success keeps on changing, we never reach happiness. This is why we feel unsatisfied. And if we keep on chasing this unattainable happiness, we lose time. We lose time to develop ourselves, making our sense of self even more diminished by this HKIS narrative of fear. So what can we do about it? Maslow tells us how. Contrary to what the HKIS narrative thinks, Maslow says that there is something beyond our deficiencies, something beyond money and power, something meaningful that lies at the top of his hierarchy. Growth. So for my final part of my speech, let's talk about what it means. Let's talk about what it means to be at the pinnacle of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And we're going to do this by asking ourselves, what makes a meaningful life? To answer this question, we're going to go back to something we learned in our specs class: the vertical and horizontal dimensions. All our life, our society, the HKIS narrative only teaches us to move on this horizontal dimension. Get into college, move forward. Attain a good career, move forward. Make lots of money, move forward. And what you notice is that our goalpost of success only moves on this horizontal dimension. The HKIS narrative only teaches us about this horizontal dimension, and which explains why our worldview is myopic. It doesn't see this vertical dimension. It doesn't see this dimension that's growth. It doesn't see that this dimension that's full of meaning and fulfillment. So how do we connect to this vertical dimension? The answer is we have to have our mind, body, and heart aligned. Whereas renowned psychologists and sociologists Martin Beckman call it a state of integrity. If your body is feeling the physiological consequences of stress from schoolwork, then it's a sign from your body that something needs to change. You're out of integrity. If it's your heart's desire to be an artist, then pursue it. Pursue it. Don't shun it away. Don't let your mind control who you get to be. Don't take AP courses because it's an AP course. Take it because your heart loves the topic. Go to Stanford Medicine School because you want to be a doctor. You really want to help, not just because it's called Stanford Medicine School. Pursue your passions, not society's passions. To end off, I want to give an example of someone who's truly successful, someone we all know and have met before. Ping Yi. By society's definition of success, she's not that successful. She only makes 500 Hong Kong dollars a day. But she connects to this vertical dimension. She pursues a life where her heart, body, and mind are aligned. She loves her work. She loves cleaning the beach. She loves Taiwan. And this love gives her that rhapsodic feeling of awe that Jason Silva talks so highly about. This feeling of joy and timelessness. She experiences the power of love. If there's one thing I want you to remember from my speech, it's this. Live the life you truly love and love the life you truly live.